Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Riverbend Springs, edited by Stevie. Welcome back to Farming Simulator 25. We've made it into April, our third year, and I just sold some more concrete blocks. We sold our eggs, we sold some milk, we sold some honey, and overall we probably earned about $21,000 this morning. A profitable morning. We've got soybeans to put into the ground today. Lots of stuff to talk about. Apparently a patch coming tomorrow. That's the scuttlebutt on the street. It's not confirmed yet, but it is pretty darn certain. Real Oaks, welcome. How's it going? We got the farm show in 2 weeks over in Louisville, Kentucky. That's shaking out to be a really good show with some folks to hang out. If you happen to live in the Louisville, Kentucky area, or could come to Louisville, maybe for a day trip or a couple-day trip, the National Farm Machine Show is definitely something. If you're into farm machinery, either as just an enthusiast, because you're into farm sim, or maybe as a job, right, as a farmer, or someone who's into the ag business, it is a really cool place to come, hang out, and to see all types of cool new machinery. Even get some hands-on. Hop in the cab, see what it's like. The show is free, but parking is not. Riverview has been sent to Giants. It's gone through a couple rounds of testing and coming back. And I think it was last sent to Giants on Friday. So look for that, maybe, hopefully, if all goes well, toward the end of this week. I do plan on shifting back over to Riverview once it releases for a little while. The Riverbend Springs, edited by Stevie, has been fun, but yeah, I think it's time to go experience something else. I tell you what, if I had a opportunity to play multiplayer, then that 4X map that dropped on Friday, well, would be really interesting. I think that would make a fun 4-way multiplayer. You know, I've been going down here to the river to get water, but I've got a water fill trigger right here at the farm. I don't even know why I've been going down there. What's up, Simper? I didn't say that already. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this over to our liquid fertilizer production. because we're making liquid fertilizer out of slurry and water. And then we're selling it, so let's go like this. Come over here and see where we stand. We still got some slurry, we're getting some water. There we go. I saw a mod drop. Was it on Friday? It looked like it was a water source, but it allowed you to distribute water. That looked interesting. And has anybody downloaded that and tried it out? And I really have to apologize. I was sent an American tanker, and I keep forgetting to add it. Like, story of my life. I just forget to, I forget to add something after I'm done. And then by the time I remember, I'm in using it. And now we'll go get slurry from our pigs. And then that task will be finished. Come on, gear down. Gear down. Let's go, let's go. You can do it. We need some inspirational tunes. What's the Eye of the Tiger? That's what we need. From Rocky. Okay. That'll be good for now. Where's the little trailer? Here's the little trailer. Let's go get pig food. That's a big trailer, but that's fine. There's the little trailer. I'm very eager to see when we plant if the efforts that we've done to eliminate storm damage have truly done that. What? Yes, food. Pig food is indeed taken here. Thank you. How many porky pigs do we got? More than I care to count. 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, 180, and 60. So that's 240. How many Piggly Wigglies will hold this thing? Why? I could have seen that already. 324. So we don't need to worry about sheep. Yeah, let's get the sheep some hay and give me a moment. Alright, come on. Alright, thanks. Okay. So I've been having some issues with with one of my monitors. It'll just black out. Like it'll just, it's as if the power turns off on it, but it's still recognized by Windows. Right, so it'll just black out. Like the display will turn off, the backlight will turn off, the power button will turn off. But Windows still thinks it's there. Sometimes powering the monitor off by pulling the plug. Jesus, it just did it again. Sometimes pulling a plug and plugging it back in will fix it. And it'll be fine for a day, 2 days, 3 days. This is the third time it's done it today. And of course, that's the screen that I have my channel on. Let's check out. They're good with TMR. They're good with pig food. The chickens are fine. Alright, let's go. Let's go! Let's get our soybeans running. See if I can get this monitor back running. But while we're doing that, this video is brought to you by, oh shoot, wrong button. This video is brought to you by Claire Barton and Bree Milk, not milk, but Milk. Bree Milk, I guess that is. Thank you for being farm barons. Now, yes, we are doing our headland first. It's fine. It's fine. I needed something I could easily just engage while I'm messing with this monitor. Meanwhile, I can't really see chat right now, so hold your proverbial horsies. You know, that's one thing Giants really nerfed in 22 and 25. Now that is horses. They really aren't really worth any effort now. At least not in my opinion. Why is... No. That's the direction I want to work in. Thank you. I stand corrected. It's not the power light goes out. The power light stays on. It's just the backlight goes out. So I don't know if it's the backlight going out. Alright, I'll move chat over this other monitor for now. What's up, Blue Butterfly? This is Riverbend edit by Stevie. I don't really know what fields he combined, because I don't remember what the original field layout looks like. Horses were worthwhile in 19. Because in 19, if you own them for 10 days then you could sell them for $50,000, assuming you rode them during that time period. So, if you rode the horses every day for 10 days, you would buy them for $5,000 in FS19. And then you could sell them for 50. So, quite a tidy profit over a fairly short investment period. And this was, of course, before there were seasonal cycles in the game, and everything. If you played with seasons in 19, then seasons would do a little bit to nerf them because, well, they became quite profitable if you did long days per season, because you can make, you can make 50 grand every 10 game days. And if you did a really long month or season, let's say 28-day seasons, then you could flip those horses 4 to 5 times a year. You make them extremely profitable per game year. But in 22, they really nerfed the horses. They made the resale value on them next to nothing. And they didn't reproduce for like 2.5 years. So it took them a really long time to reproduce. And then when they did reproduce, their foals were never really that valuable. So they became more like real life horses. Because in real life, there's 2 different types of people that have horses. The folks that absolutely love horses and can't imagine life without a horse. And people who need horses in order to be tax deductions. They need them to be a write-off on their income. Well, Mr. Dio, you wouldn't play at 1x speed, and you wouldn't play with huge machinery that had oversized capacities and things like that. So you would adjust your gameplay accordingly. I did a whole series in 19 where I played 28-day seasons. And we did it on a map, and I set the clock to 15 times and basically kept it at 15 times speed. And trust me, all those extra days were definitely needed, because you would basically get one thing done. Like, you might harvest one field and one field alone, because 15 times speed, a game day goes by in just over a real hour. If you are cultivating, you might be able to cultivate one field and then you're done for the day. If you've got 5 fields, that's 5 days. That's a week. That's a week worth of cultivating right there. Alright, I got my monitor back. I can put chat over here where I don't have to crank my neck. Well, that's what you need, 2 or 3 days. Right? So, 24-day seasons. So divide 28 by 3. And that's what it would be in FS25's days per month, or FS22's days per month. So it'd be basically having a 3-day month, or a 10-day month, if you would. Rough estimate there. Or maybe a 9-day month would be 27-day seasons. So imagine running a 10-day month where you could basically say a real-life farmer would take 3 days to do what you did in 1 day to equate out to, you know, a real farmer's time to work a field or to work planting and harvesting and the like. And then you know, you could do everything yourself. You don't have to do course play for everything. You don't have to have a whole stuff that stores a whole lot of stuff. High capacity machinery that runs faster than normal, machinery that's extra wide. You just take your time. Did I already plant this field? I did. This field's already got soybeans in it. I'm an idiot. I already planted this field last week. Alright. You could also run a longer days per month on, let's say, a multiplayer server that ran 24/7. And in that case, then people that couldn't get on the server on a specific day would be able to still get on and do farm work. Alright, I need to... quit and come back in. All this monitor messing around has messed up some things. So just give me a brief memento. As we close and relaunch the game. There we go. So what's been going on with everybody? We've got a few maps now for Farm Sim 25. I think we had, what, did we have 4 maps get released last week? It felt like we had a map every day there for a while. couple PC only maps I did videos on last week. One I really liked, one I was like, eh. That's kind of meh. But to each their own, I'm sure somebody would like it. It's just not for me. Frankenmuth, that was one that dropped last week. Right, Calmsden dropped last week. That PC only 4X map dropped last week. And we're back. I got mouse control again. Okay. Sean, I haven't had any issues with game crashing. The only reason I had to exit right now was because my one monitor's been really wonky and I've been turning it on and off, trying to get it working again in a desirable fashion, and that ended up messing up some things because the game, which runs in windowed mode, then had to jump to a bunch of different monitors, and it didn't seem to like that. I would say if you're on PC, maybe check the game log and see what's in the game log. See if there's any useful information there that might help. If you're seeing a whole bunch of like Lua errors in the game log, then try to figure out what that is. Most likely it is a script mod that has been added. If you run with a whole bunch of mods, first thing I would do would be to start stripping out mods that you've added recently since the crashing has started, to see if suddenly your crashing vanishes. With that, if you are fairly good at deciphering log messages, then you could probably stop. Then you could probably deduce which mod was causing the issue. Paul's on Frankenmuth. Glad you're enjoying it. Good to hear. Now, autosave doesn't really save every 5 minutes. Okay, this autosave is just, it still expects you to go into the menu. Alright? So if I play for 3 hours and I never go into the menu like that, it won't save. Okay, so autosave is not the be-all end-all saving grace of saving, like you might think. It's just at 5 minutes, it's just saying if you've been more than 5 minutes between going into the menus, then next time you go into the menus, save. So I just want to make sure that you understood what that autosave interval really meant. But if you're on PC, I would start with looking through your log and seeing if you see any log messages that may point you in a direction to a possible mod issue. If you can think back as to when the crashing started, did it start interesting enough, after you added some mods, if you can remember what those mods were, to take those out, see if the crashing continues. In general, I would encourage you to play with as few mods as possible, which of course would limit your overall risk as far as crashing goes. Okay, I have no... I don't know if you have any way of really troubleshooting it on Xbox. I don't know what to tell you. Now, I do know according to the Giants blog post last week about the upcoming patch, right? They say increased performance in optional modes on Xbox, general improvements, bug fixes, crashes for all systems, right? So it's possible that the patch that we all believe is coming tomorrow may target the issue that you're having. Are you playing on a mod map, or are you playing on a base map? Did the crashing start after you moved to a mod map? Really, it's just shooting in the dark and trying to come up with what's different. But most signs point to a update coming tomorrow. And it looks like I have taken care of those issues where we had crop damage from a storm. We still have a little bit over here on our grass field that we didn't get cleared up, but we had a big spotch here. We had a couple spotches over here on field 1. And like, I don't know, but yeah, it'd be if the crashing is pretty regular, then possibly like try a new save game. You know, if you seem to like crash within every 20 minutes or within an hour you've probably crashed, then I would say maybe try a new save game and see if it occurs there. Do you have a lot of machinery? Does it seem to crash when you do a specific thing? When you're in a specific area? When maybe there's a lot of machinery in the area? To see if maybe it's like a rendering thing. If it has issues when it tries to render a bunch of stuff you know, in one area or not. Scooter's Workbench, welcome, and I do want to apologize to you. I know you sent me that trailer a couple weeks ago, and I have, every time I forget to put it in until I'm playing, and I'm like, oh, I didn't put that trailer in. I need to remember to put that trailer in. And then, you know, I go off and I do things, and then I don't. So I apologize. I appreciate you sending me the trailer, and one day my old man brain will remember to add it. Okay, driver 1227. I know it's ultra little. I can't zoom in here. Maybe. Oh, maybe I can. Hopefully that's coming through on the stream. I can't see anymore because it's big. Any rate. All right, so go to your Farm Sim 25 shortcut. Right click on your shortcut on your desktop and go to Properties. And then a shortcut tab, right? So right click on, oh shoot. Right click on it, okay? And you want to go to the shortcut tab. Your target will be different than my target, but that's okay. Go all the way to the end after the quote. Space. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. I did it now. What the heck? Oh, junk. Oh, junk. All right. Space. Cheat dash. Cheats. No space there. Space dash cheats. Space dash, and this is all optional. It's just if you don't want that stupid little video every time you launch the game. Space dash skip. Big S for start. Big V for videos. Apply. Okay. And next time, oh junk. Next time you run the game. There we go. Oh my gosh, we're back to normal. Did that work for you? Did that come through? I hope it did. And that'll work. Now I had somebody tell me that they had put in the commands in a different order. Magnifier didn't come through. Alright, well. Alright. Well, no. Alright. That works. Okay, so, right, you've got a shortcut somewhere on your desktop, or just come here, Farming Emulator, right click and say pin pin to taskbar, right? Come down here and anyway, you've got a shortcut, okay? Go to the shortcut tab, and then this is your default target. Yours will probably say something like this, okay? I have the game installed on a different drive, so it's like that. Okay, you want a space, see space, then dash, cheats, space, dash, skip, big S, tart, big V, idios, S tart, V, idios, right? And then apply, okay, launch the game, and it should work. I have a link in the description of that video to the literal very first video I put out for Farm Sim 25, which was how to enable the dev console for the digital download version. So in that video, no, I don't show it, but I talk about there being a link to a dedicated video that does show the digital download version. Yeah, that'll work. And sorry that the magnifier didn't come through, but that's okay. We figured something out. Let's go put this away over here. Now, if you're on a server, not all commands will be available on the server. And that's because you can't really start the server up with the dash cheats. But they will be available in single player. Alright, I gotta wait. We gotta wait till we grow. That's good. Alright, Field 21. So we plowed field 21. Can we plant potatoes, or did we miss that opportunity? We did not miss that opportunity. We barely caught that opportunity. Okay. Let's go. Let's go take care of that. Is my compass broken? What do you mean? What do you mean compass broken? Dave, Davo, we're just gonna go with Goodwin. I don't use Terraform, so I have no idea. That's the one where you can dig. I have no idea. I never use that mod. Uh, 180 degrees is north. That is north, yeah. $180 degrees is north. We're not going north. So it says 108. The only thing I can say is add it and see. So now I'm going north and I'm at 180. Driver, it's fine. Once you start using those types of commands, the world opens up to you. Right? You might be like, man, I wish I could do this. And then you're like, boom, there you go. Right? Nobody judges anybody for using dev commands. Play how you makes you feel good. Play your way. It's the only right way. That's what makes Farm Sim so cool. There's 1,000 different ways to play, and none of them are wrong. Oh, we need to go get a potato planter. Do I have potatoes left in my pig food manufacturer? Nope. We're gonna have to buy potatoes. Well, Mr. Dio, Giants did you a solid for FS25, because if we come up here to our commands, we get cheats, right? GS, right? So all you gotta do is remember GS, and now you can literally scroll through every single command that starts with GS. Or if you like, I know it's GS farm, right? So now you have all the commands that start with GS farm. Or is GS HUD? Well, there you go. And then, boom, now the HUD's gone, right? You want it to come back? Just hit up arrow, there you go. Or if you're like, I know I used that command recently, you can just scroll through your list. So, huge, solid. Giants has done for everybody by having like autocomplete, autofill on your console commands. But I know GTX is working on easy dev control, so it is coming for Farm Sim 25. I don't know when it's coming, but I just know it's coming. It was added in FS25. If you hit tab on 22, it would fill it in. So like GSHU, then you can hit tab and it should fill in HUD. But for me, there's maybe 3 or 4 that I use on a consistent basis. I use it more for setting up and staging videos, like how-to videos and things. For these types of live streams, I try to play the game as it's intended to be played. Well, you know, if you roll a vehicle over, then you gotta have an easy way of getting it back upright. And I tell you what, you can say GTX either he either is a wise man that anticipates the average player's need, or he's the average player himself and experiences those issues in his own gameplay and knows that people need an easy way to flip their vehicles back over. All right, we're gonna buy 2 pallets and see if 2 pallets will hold us. Oh, because we don't have that fabulous mod from 22 that would tell us how much product went into each field. Oh, is the sprayer top heavy? Well, that brings up precision farming. I know lots of people are hoping precision farming is coming to Farm Sim 25. All aboard! Let's go. Let's go. So all I know about that is that it's been asked several times, and the only information I have is that when asked if the rumor that precision farming was not coming to 25 was true, Giant said, no, that's not true. So if the rumor that it's not coming is not true, do we derive that 2 nots equals a maybe? Right, until it's confirmed, it's not confirmed. But I think the rumors of it not coming may be a bit unfounded. So we'll see. We also are, I think, fast approaching when we might start getting some information about the DLC that's coming out in Q1. Right, we are a third of the way through Q1 right now. Last week of January. Q1 is January, February, and March. So we're 1/3 of the way through Q1. I would say that potentially any week now we could get some information as to what is going to be in the year one, the first season pass of year 1. I should say it that way. So far, the only thing we know is a hint, and if we have Farm Sim 25 to go off of, or 22 to go off of, those hints are very vague and to some degree had a whole lot of creative liberties with respect to what was really included. Right, so year 1 season pass, innovative machinery, first quarter 2025. So sometime between now and the end of March, we can expect innovative machinery. Wonder what that could be. So, yeah. Here's the year 1 season pass for Farm Sim 25. Right, we have 3 packs, 3 DLC packs. Innovative machinery in Q1. Performance on plains and prairies in the second quarter. The stars align. A lot of people think this is a tire on an incline. It could be a gear. I don't know what that is unless that's dirt. Okay, whatever. Stars align, Q3, and a new map, a new expansion, and a UK, right? UK Irish map. That's what that's telling me. Q4. So this is typically around the 1-year anniversary of Farm Sim 25. And I just saw Tractor and Farm We need this shirt. We need this shirt released. We need Farm Sim merch in America. And Giants knows this, and they're working towards it. Right now, they just don't have a distribution on this side of the ocean. But we've made that mention a couple times. Maybe, I mean, yeah, you waited until pretty late for 22, right? Did you get the premium or the platinum expansion? The big deal was the premium expansion. That was the year 1 pass, year 2 pass, and the base game. So you can pick up the year 1 season pass if you're interested. I've got links down in the description. Those are Giants affiliate links for the Giants eShop. But you can also, by all means, wait until everything is actually announced to come up with your you know, is it worth it for you or not. Yeah, that's the premium. That'd be the premium expansion there then. Well, try it. I mean, by all means, please, if you're so inclined, right, you can pick it up through the eShop using my affiliate link in the description, at least for the 2 PCs. For PlayStation, you'll have to go through, obviously, the PlayStation Store. That's okay. We don't judge here. I won't tell you how many copies I bought. We have 64 liters of potatoes. I don't think I'm gonna have enough. So what's beautiful about the eShop version of the expansions and DLCs is it'll work on any PC install. So it can be the Steam game, the Epic game, or the PC version. Vix, I kind of thought they would. Just based on the Giants engine improvements and things. The optimizations and such. There we go. All right. No, you don't have to get to Steam, of course. Right? It'll make it easier to reinstall and everything. And you don't have to keep track of the activation codes or anything like that, but you can't use Steam DLC on the Giants version, but you can use the Giants version of the DLCs on any PC install. Because the download just goes out and finds your install of Farm Sim and adds the expansion content to it. But I've got the early access version that Giants provided. I have Steam version that I picked up. I have the collector's edition that I picked up, and I picked up another eShop version. So I have 4. Yeah, the credit card and international purchasing, you know, banks and their whole fraud stuff. Now, depending on your bank, right, you could call the bank and say, hey, I'm about to make an international purchase. It's legit, so let it through. Some banks will be able to do that. Other banks will have issues doing that. But for me, the PayPal trick is the easiest fix. Big Farmstead, I think we're probably, yes, we'll see the update tomorrow. Updates tend to drop on a Tuesday. My guess is last week. Sony or Microsoft hadn't finished their quality assurance. I say that with air quotes. So I think it got pushed back a week. But lots of signs point to tomorrow. I'm eager for it because I'm eager to get the manure fixed. Oops. Oh, 5 minutes for crop growth and everything to like spread across the map. I didn't really do much with 16x maps and 22 other than do videos on them. All right, I think our rolling should be done. Let's go find out. Yeah, our rolling's done. Now we can skip forward. Maybe Valentine's Day we'll get news about the DLC. I tell you what though, my luck, they will announce it while I'm in Louisville. You're excited for the 1.5 update? It'll be interesting to read the changelog, that's for sure. See what else was been fixed. Alright, we should now have our growth. We do indeed have our growth. We got a little weedage. We need to get rid of our weedage. Swaps rocks. They have not announced anything other than the blog post from last week. So here we have the blog post. Performance mode and more. General FAQ. So, right, let's blow that up. Big letters. Big letters for the screen. Finalizing the patch, version 1.5, yada 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 yada. Yada 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 yada. What's included? Alright, so performance mode on consoles to increase frame rate and fix crashes under certain circumstances. Both of these things will be addressed in 1.5, among others. Increased performance on PlayStation 5 Pro by default. Increased performance via optional performance mode on PS5 and Xbox Series X. General improvements, bug fixes, crash fixes, and more on all systems. More details, yada yada yada. Upcoming, right? And then it's just a little bit of information about how patches get made, what it takes to get a patch released, certification for Sony and Microsoft, and yada yada yada. And then they always want to release a patch across all platforms at the same time, because now that console and PC players have crossplay on multiplayer servers, so many multiplayer servers are set to auto update. So if, let's say, PC, and by that extension servers, get the patch last week, and console players don't get the patch until this week, well, console players that play on servers would be left out in the cold, because the server would have gotten the update, the PC players would have gotten the update, and they would have gotten zilch. So to combat that, Giants just waits until the patch is ready for all platforms and then releases it. So we won't have a detailed changelog until they release the patch. We've asked, partners have asked, ambassadors have asked, hey, why don't you give us kind of a running list of what you're fixing, so we can tell people, hey, this is coming up in a fix. If you're experiencing this problem, please be patient. A fix is coming. That seems to fall on deaf ears when we ask for that, sadly. So we're out in the blue as much as everyone else. I know the manure is getting fixed because I put in a bug report for the manure problem on November 17th. And I remember that date because, ironically, on December 17th, they updated that bug report saying that the manure was going to be fixed in an upcoming patch. And 1.5 is that patch, apparently. So that's the only way I know about that being included. Man, this field's got a lot of weeds. What's the deal with that? So with bated breath, we await for tomorrow. One, to see how big the patch is. Two, to see what's fixed. Inevitably, there'll always be, you know, well, that my problem isn't fixed. Well, no. Every problem can't be fixed in one patch. The goal is that issues that are experienced by many are corrected. And to some degree, it's possible, albeit somewhat unlikely, but it is still possible that an issue's not been reported. So if you are having an issue, I would by all means suggest going to feedback.giants-software.com and use the feedback tool to enter a bug report. Worst thing that can happen is it's a duplicate entry for a known issue, and Giants just replies back that, hey, this is a known issue, and we're working on it. So that is, let me put it in chat. That web address. Because an unreported bug never gets fixed. Oh boy, what is up, sir? How's it going? How you enjoying 22? I've seen a couple of your live stream thumbnails. I haven't had an opportunity to jump back in recently, but you know, that's how things go. Spread our wings. So, what? Like nothing makes you appreciate PC than playing on console for a while. So, Vix, are you local to Louisville? Is it, you lived in Louisville? Traveled there a lot? I asked because I'm going to be going to Louisville in 2 weeks to the National Farm and Machinery Show, and love to meet up with anybody and everybody that we can that maybe is local to the area or is interested in traveling to the show. We got some folks that are going to be going, and yeah, we'd like to meet up for either lunch or dinner one night or multiple nights. Hang out. David, who may or may not still be on the stream. David, his wife, and maybe somebody else are going to be going to the tractor pull Friday and Saturday night as well. Kind of excited for that. First time going to the tractor pull at the show. This will be my 3rd year going to the show. It's a great opportunity to see this farm machinery in person. Jump up inside the cab, get a feel for the scale of all this massive stuff. It'll be interesting for you. I'll be curious. I'm kind of annoyed how weedy this field is. It'll be interesting to hear from you after you've had a chance to experience it on both platforms as to how different it looks on PC versus console, especially with the information about the patch 1.5 coming out. I know folks that are on console had mentioned, right, that they're not able to get a full 60 FPS even on PS5 Pro. I guess we're somehow limited to 30 on that, which I thought was a bit surprising. Here on Riverview, the signs have the signs are easily disposed of. They're mounted with very, very small shear bolts and breakaway at just a touch. Although in real life, I got a funny story. Guy that works in our office drove over a sign, destroyed the underbelly of his car. I think he poked a hole in his oil pan. It was a very interesting conversation hearing about him doing this. It's like you ran over a sign. Like, how do you do this? And it's got like a medium, like there's a curb there and everything. It's like, dude. Well, I mean, there's ways to code the signs so that they have, they're indestructible. And what's handy on multiplayer, they're transparent. You can just drive right through them. Yeah, our yield on this field is going to be atrocious because of all these weeds. Because Giants did something interesting with respect to weeds in Farm Sim 25. Let me stop here and I'll show you if you haven't found out already. What? Turn that off. Right, so over here, I hate this little circle, but at any rate, right over here we have yield bonus 80% weeds, right? Over here we have herbicided weeds, yield bonus 85%. Okay. Over here I have no weeds, yield bonus 95%. Okay. And that's because I didn't mulch this area or something. Any rate, there's a 10% drop from no weeds to herbicided weeds, and a 5% drop to weeds growing. But if you come over here, right, like here where I have driven, and we have crop destruction on our weeds, it's 95%. Right next to the 85%. So that's why I'm a little annoyed at this field and how dense the weeds are. Well, I mean, you're harassing her. It's like she's terrified to mess up. Oh man, I'm out. It's alright. Look, I'll buy more. But I did find it funny. She, like, you know, doesn't like to back things up. Just pull in. Look, show her my farm. I just pull in. You would have a conniption. Jeez, that fast. But look, it's just mayhem. It's just mayhem storage. We just pull in. It's awful. You know what? Things that get close to the shed are good enough. I'm mostly interested in, like, view distance. You know, the whole crop circle and things. See, there you go. Yeah, she can come play on my farm anytime. I'm chill. We're laid back. We play for the chill, not the thrill, okay? I got a shirt that says that and everything. And then I made my kid a matching shirt, but his says I play for the thrill, not the chill, because he likes action games where he gets all riled up. But it's okay. He's 10. He's allowed to do that. We're gonna drive on some more of these weeds. I get 10% more just by driving on the dead weeds. Kill the weeds, kill the weeds. Look, we're just gonna pull in. We're just gonna pull in. Look, we did it. That's what we did. Alright, oh wait. We need to fertilize. We need to go fertilize our potatoes. Everything has its place, and nothing is in its place. It's all glorious. The storage is very straightforward. It's in the shed. Go find it. Dude, you're never making that corner. No. Sorry, school buses don't have that turning radius. That was so unrealistic. Right, we are going totally the most convoluted way possible. But we're getting over there. I agree. But like all this was free machines. All this came with the starting farm, so I just kept it. Oh shoot, I get all the way up here and I have no fertilizer now. Nobody sees anything. There's nothing going on here. No magic is happening. Okay, that's done. What am I doing? Going full speed. Yeah, I mean, if we get a nice wilderness map soon, I'll do a farm build. That's always fun and challenging to do a farm build live. Right? You don't have time to just sit there and mull over things. It's like I gotta put a building down. We got a landscape. That's where that goes. Let's check things out here. Growing. Maybe we'll do our grass tomorrow. Next month. Fertilized. It's good enough for who it's for. And let's make it June. It takes skill to drive fast. Full throttle farming. That's what I would name the channel if it wasn't a trademark by somebody. Tractors have one speed, off and to the floor. No, he's ready to, our grass is ready to go. Time to play Grass Cut Simulator. I guess we bred enough cows. We got an achievement. Congratulations. I know Doughboy says he likes looking at these little baby cows. Right? There's one doing its little hoppity hop. Baby cows. Baby goats, meotes. Dude, you all need to eat the grass in here. You're not a goat. You're a dog. Little piggly wigglies. Here's little baby porkers. Right? Here's a little bit bigger baby porker. We have little chicks, little chickens. I tell you, I always think they look like quail. How are we doing on our honey? Honeybees, honeybees. If you're afraid of bees, then I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to hear them. Make me some honey. What's up, GoldenEye? How's it going? Alright, let's go. Let's not get into grass cutting simulator right now. Let's grab our flatbed and do another production run. Greek yogurt or like non-Greek yogurt? Do you put granola in it? Fruit? Oh, there's another pallet of honey. You know what? Bees don't make honey in the winter. I learned this. Oh, that's not a full pallet. Oh, shoot. Oh, well. Pineapple and lime. I mean, I guess someone's gonna eat it. It does not sound exciting to me. Who doesn't like universal autoload? I do. I think it's the best thing ever. Any more? Nope, that's it. All right. Duckies for goat milk, general store, farmer's market. Duckies. It is. Let's go to Duckies. It's high for 2 of them. I mean, if you want to play a 16x map, then you have plenty of time to do a 28-day month. Just imagine. Play 28-day months, play at a 10 times clock speed, and I bet you'll still be like, oh my gosh, There's not enough time in the month to get all the work done. That would be a fun thing for you to do. Fun for me to suggest. I haven't done it for a while, but I did enjoy those types of gameplays where you would do that. I mean, you get a sense of urgency, like, man, I need to get the job done. If you've got bad weather, you're like, dude, I don't have time to sit around and wait for all this rain. I need to get out in the field and get work done. It makes you feel like a real farmer. Jeez, this is like a big hill. I didn't even think it was a hill. Oh my gosh. Alright, Doughboy, catch you later. We're about done here as well. We're gonna make a little bit of a fortune and then drive our way back. Jeez, Big Brown. Oh, well, how do cows ruin it for you? Way back in FS17, I had a game save where I went stupid silly with sheep. I had over 1,000 sheep. I was getting so much wool, I could hardly keep up with selling wool. Apparently those pallets were heavy. We just climbed a pretty big hill. You're not passing me, dude. Oh, buddy, no, not, nuh-uh. You keep your tail back there. Isn't there a mod in 22 that lets you make it so you can distribute the wool automatically? I thought there was a mod that did that. Or you just easily put Schultz's sell everything mod on the wolf spawn trigger and just sell it as it spawns. Alright folks, that's going to do us for the night. I want to thank you all for coming out and hanging out with me for the last couple hours. I think it's a pretty good probability that we're going to see the patch 1.5 drop tomorrow, so do keep an eye out for that. If Giant should happen to drop a map tomorrow, we'll be doing that video and trying to get that published tomorrow night. Otherwise, I will see everybody on Wednesday night here doing live streams once again. Hopefully with 1.5, so we have our manure fixed. What's up, Walter? And until next time, happy farming.